Hello there, welcome to our week where our humanity embraces our spirituality. Yes, if we can just add a little salt in our food, you know, to give it taste, it will really digest properly. And by salt, I'm using a metaphor, I'm making a metaphorical statement. The salt there, esoterically, represents our conscience. If we can use our conscience properly, it will change the whole human narrative. It will change our countries, our communities, and the human race will move to another level of their divinity. Welcome. My name is Judith, and I am your spiritual psychologist. So today, our topic is rebellion versus revolution. Rebellion versus revolution. Why do I bring this up? Everything that I teach here is all esoteric knowledge, meaning they have deep insight or spiritual meaning to what I teach here. So I will always go out of the way, out of the norm to give you the spiritual meaning or the hidden meaning of things, whether in your religion or in this physical world. So today, before I go into this topic, the announcement continues. People of Amazonia, Mami Water lockdown starts tomorrow, the 17th of May to the 21st of May 2025. 17th, which is tomorrow, to the 21st of May 2025. If there's anybody who is an Amazonian, of an Amazonian origin, and you are living in the Amazonian territory, you are still celebrating 20th May in this year 2025, then you are in a rebellion, which I'm going to explain um, later in this presentation. You are in a rebellion, so you got to get out of there and fight for your own dignity. This struggle is about a dignity of a people. It's about the freedom of a people. It's about equality and justice. That's why we are here. And only us can do that. There is no God coming from the sky to come and fight. If there was a God in the sky, then we would have not been here 60 years plus down the road after the fake independence. So I'm calling on every Amazonian. If you want some dignity in you, if you want equality, if you want justice, respect this goes down. We are hearing and we have seen videos coming from the home front from Bambili, how the students are rounded up by the police. Or the military. Hundreds of them came and just rounded up these students, and they're taking them to wherever we don't know. In Malende this morning, we saw videos trending on social media where the people cannot go to their farms because the militaries are there. They have invaded their farms. These thieves, eh? These thieves and cockroaches who come to invade our land, they are ravaging everything in our land. It is time to stand up. It is time to stand up. Stop being a coward. Huh? Stop being a coward and fight for your freedom. Fight for your children, the children unborn, the generation to come. Fight for them like never before. If you don't fight, nobody will fight. So all the Amazonian citizens, all you can do for this period from the 17th to the 21st is to stay home. Stay home for your safety, because this La République military, sponsored by France, they are all over the place. They will shoot to kill and then paint it on the ASA, our fighters, who are not even there. So stay home for your safety. Keep your children at home. If your neighbor, you have food, share with your next door neighbor who doesn't have, and just stay home for your safety. The Amazonian freedom is around the corner. You want to be around to celebrate it. Okay? So thank you so much. And now we go to our topic for today: rebellion versus revolution. What is the difference? Because these two they all came from our mind. It's the mental process that is going on. So I'm going to give us the definition from AI. It says rebellion is um, a mental ability intended to change specific policies, beliefs, thought, or government, whereas revolution is a fundamental change of a system. A revolution is a complete overhaul of a system. Do you hear that? So when you are in a rebellion, it starts with a rebellion. A rebellion is just that mental ability, mental awareness that people rise up, or you as an individual, if you want to change a belief system, a thought in your mind that is not working or it's not serving you, it's that been sitting there, you want to change that, then that act is a rebellion. Now you're not going to change your whole perspective about life, but it is just one aspect. So a rebellion, you see, like in most countries, when there's a rebellion and you see the United Nations, the Human Rights Watch, they start to categorize it, give all sort of classifications. Oh, this is a rebellion and all of that stuff, and it's now a crisis, and then it moves to a conflict. It's because they are looking at that. This rebellion is when you are asking just for a specific change. You are not asking for a whole system, a whole government to change, just a specific need, a specific requirement, and people will go into a rebellion. It can be a political system, it could be a tribal system, it could be some policies that you want to change, so it will favor your own party, or it will favor your tribe, it could favor your social group, and all of that stuff. But in a revolution, it is an overhaul of the whole system. So that rebellion can start there, which you see most people in the struggle. When this thing started, it started as a rebellion because it was there like a fire that I can metaphorically call it a fire that was ignited. And then those who now, before it evolves to a revolution, there were people there who got stuck in the rebellion because they wanted some specific change. They were not out for the overhaul of the system or the freedom of Amazonia, which is what we want, to come out of that La République, hegemony and all of that fake reunion that they presented to us. So we want to come out. But there are those who are still stuck in the rebellion phase because they were looking for specific change. They had their own requirements that they wanted. And that's why we see many of them have dropped out of the struggle, because they came with this mental, it was all desire. Rebellion is that stage of desire. But a revolution is from the base foundation that you rise. So before people evolve to a revolution, they move to a revolution, they become a revolutionary, you see that you start to resonate with that idea that started as a rebellion. Once you resonate with that idea, you see now people progress, or the individual progresses now to the next phase. And the next phase is the revolution. So the revolution has other stages that you have to go in order to stay in the course, because it came from the foundation. It is emotional. That energy there is still vibrating to push you or propel you to the next point, which is there to give that equality and justice. A revolution is out to serve justice, but a rebellion is there to serve personal interest. You get that? So when you put your desires they are detached or disconnected from the source, which is, I have given us the source, the basis of truth, of conscience, righteousness, and justice. So when this rebellion is misaligned from this truth, then you see that people don't go further to the stage of a revolution. Many will fall on the way. So when you see people falling on the way, it's because they came for their own personal interest. They came to get things changed. Some came to look for positions in La Republique. Some came to just to make a name, and some came, it was just for social media, and all of that stuff, different reasons that they came. So once this has been achieved, or they see that this thing is not stopping, and that's why La Republique, they call us at that rebellious stage. They say, oh, 2 cubes of sugar, we're going to use 2 weeks, and then just quench the whole rebellion. Because if a rebellion fails, then it is being quenched. So they thought it was a rebellion. They tried to quench it with all their ammunitions and everything that they had, gunship, helicopter gunships, everything. They did not succeed. And 9 years later, we are here. We are here because a revolution is about changing a whole system, a whole perspective. It's about justice, it's about equality, it's about dignity. So if you are lacking in these things and you don't see them necessary, you will stay in that stage of a rebellion. And in that stage of a rebellion, it is where they come and use you. And those who were in that stage of a rebellion, they are still using them up to today. You get that? They are still using them up to today because they came for their own personal interest. And if you want some favors or some things from the occupier, from the enemy, then you have to work for them, because they say what? The enemy has no free gift. Hmm? The enemy has no free gift, as just as capitalism has no free gift. Yeah? It's always money attached to it. So um that is what happens. So we are here now, 9 years down the road. We are in a revolution. We remain resilient, we remain focused, we remain resolved to make sure that freedom is attained. That is our goal. That is our goal. Um, yes, I've already talked about the three R's: rebellion, resonance, and revolution. Because before you move to the stage of a revolution, from a rebellion to a revolution, you have to resonate with that idea at that rebellious state. You have to resonate. So if you resonate with the idea, then you are going back now to the truth, that you want to know more about the truth. And that's how we have come into this struggle. Most of us who did not know our history, we've come to know our history like so deep that we are looking at it like, wow, is this what we were involved and engaged with the people who really don't like us? And now you want to continue this your black on black slavery. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. This generation is the never again generation. We're not going to allow that. Look at I watched this activist from Ghana on YouTube. His YouTube channel is a Toon Network. Toon Network, and this guy was reporting that since the new Ghana president took over, and he's trying to nationalize the gold mines, just from February of this year to April of this year, the government has realized what? 2.9 billion US dollars in profit of gold sales. But prior to that, they were making just a little less than a billion annually. Are you hearing this? Africans, Amazonians, go and stay home. There is much under your soil that can take care of everybody in Amazonia. The price of gold now in the world market per kilogram of gold costs 108,000 US dollars. 108,000 US dollars. It is the same gold that Ibrahim Traore is developing his country. The same gold. But we are here busy praying, looking up in the sky, while they are there busy digging the earth beneath our feet. That is what the white man is doing. Busy digging. They brought you religion to pacify you. Huh? They brought you religion to pacify you so you can keep looking up in the sky while they are there busy digging your soils. They develop all sorts of technology that they can just stay from the sky there, and their laser will scan all your mineral resources in your country. And those of you who say you can pray and fast and do all of that stuff, do you see those minerals in your prayers? Do you see those diamonds that are selling at billions of dollars, millions of dollars? Do you see them? All we see is dirty things happening in the country. Oh, this one is going to die. Oh, this is going to happen. This one is going to, all the dirty things, that's what we see. Huh? But the important things that will change the lives of a people, we are not focused on that. You're busy closing your eyes. Some will go and pray 5 times a day, hitting their head. Huh? A colonizer's religion. You have thrown away your spirituality. And then you see people, they can easily sold out and stay in that rebellious stage where you are not moving forward. They are giving you peanuts dropped in your hands when you have trillions and trillions of dollars. I don't know how much higher I can go again, or quadrillions or whatever under your soil. Only gold alone in Amazonia will make everybody comfortable, live a well-deserved life. Huh? That's a Traore. Every woman who is giving birth in Burkina Faso, there is no maternity fee, nothing. You are not paying nothing of that. Healthcare is being taken care of free. What is it that we are looking for, people of Amazonia? When they will give common instruction of a lockdown, stay home, your own civil duty. No, you don't want that. You want a 1,000 and a bottle of a Fanta that they are giving you with what do they call that? Their bread again? Huh? Sardine and bread. That's what you want to go collect for something that is under your soil. We have seen it. We have tested it. We have seen Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger. They are the examples that we need to emulate and know that what we are fighting is real. What we are fighting is real. Our country is real. We have all those resources. There is no need for our children to be running, going across whether it's the Sahara Desert or the Mediterranean Sea and all of that. They are being used, they are being killed, they are being, my goodness, enough. How long are we going to continue in this stupidity? How long? How long? Look at everyday problems, every day. The military, just imagine that if we don't succeed to get our country. Imagine we don't succeed to get our country. What you are seeing there that is just a glimpse, a snippet of what is going to happen. Huh? Our people will have no freedom. Even the food that you are eating today, look at them. Malende, the military have invaded the farms. The people cannot go to their own farms. Yeah? Those who claim that they were closing down churches. Yeah? Closing down churches. Where are they today? They've collected bribe, go to those church owners, collect bribe, and they're even promising some, oh, if you don't complete the money by this time, we'll still come and close your church and all of that stuff. They collect bribe. Is it business owners in the market? They close your store every day, you go and bribe. They close your store every day, you go and bribe. Is that how you want to live, my people? Is that how you want to live? Because it comes a time where you got to get out of the rebellion. You got to put that your personal interest out of the way and start thinking of your own children. Are they going to be collecting bribe? Are they going to be bribing officers? Are they going to be bribing everybody to succeed in their own land? You got to get that out of the way. You got to get out of that rebellious mindset and move to a revolutionary mindset. That is how you're going to do it. Because those peanuts they are dropping like that, you are already a traitor before them. Let me tell you, they can never trust you. You are a sellout that you sold your own people. You sold your soul for a peanut. They can never trust you. They will get rid of you. Some of you will think that, oh, at that rebellious stage, you can go get some job and position in La Republique. Why will you be in your country and then you are go begging somebody in their country to get a position? Huh? That's how twisted our minds have become. Instead of fighting and get these cockroaches, I'll call them tuna cockroaches. You are cockroaches invading our land. Get them out of our land. Use everything in your power. And one of them for you that are at the home front is to obey this lockdown. Stay home. You want dignity? The Burkina Faso, they are still trying to take them out. They're still trying to take the Malian president out. They're still trying to take the Nigerian president out. They're still trying to take Ibrahim Traore out. You think that it is something that you're just going to sit and you pray and then somebody will come and fight for you? It's a continuous fight. That is the revolutionary spirit. A revolution is something that is ongoing. It does not stop until justice is being done to every human on the face of the earth. We don't have no other planet to go live. Here is our planet, and we have to make it comfortable for everyone. So those who think that it is just by iron that they're going to fight everyone, to silence everyone, no, it is not your planet. It's for the 7.4 billion citizens of the world. So people should rise up. Africans, rise up. Amazonians, rise up. This is the last battle cry. Rise up and take your country. Get these cockroaches out of our land. Smoke them out of our land. Smoke them out of our land. Enough of this. What is this? Our people crying, suffering every day. You want to wake up, too many calls here, calls, and all of that stuff. And those of you who came here, you think that you're living an American dream. What American dream? When your people are suffering like that, what kind of dream are you living? That's a nightmare. So, what is there? Your choice determines your state of consciousness. I've talked about consciousness here, the awareness of this being. And this being has its own principles. These four cardinal virtues: truth, conscience, righteousness, and justice. So your state of this, your choice that you make, if you choose that you are in a rebellion, then you are still struggling with the truth. That is the state of consciousness that you are in. You are struggling with truth. And that's why in a rebellion, they come to infiltrate, they come to bring in all sort of things. They can bring a counter protest. They can come up with all sort of a strategy just to quench that rebellion. That's what they do in a rebellion, because they don't want you to know the truth. So when you are still struggling with the truth, you are in that state of a rebellion, because you don't know who you are. If you know who you are, you will evolve and align with that consciousness, the revolutionary consciousness that you want justice, you want equality, you want some dignity, that's self-respect, self-love. You want to see that. You want to experience freedom in your own land. You want sovereignty. You want independence. That is what a revolutionary does. But if you are a rebellious leader, you stay there fighting for your own interest and maybe your group or your tribal interest. So it is time, as we move closer to our freedom. If you are still in that rebellious phase, it's time to evolve. Time to evolve. The draft is still going on. Come and draft. Come and draft. You're in the diaspora. Draft. There is no excuse for you not to draft. Draft, 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 and free your people. So, um, that is it for today. I'm not gonna go. We have an APP meeting. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Dai Topadi.